felt it with the second one. So,
Oh,
like,
so yes,
both my
yeah,
sisters, they were like knocked out.
yeah. As in, my arm where I had the jab was really bad, and for a few days, and I felt a bit fluish after the first one. With the second one, it's just my arm was a little bit sore for about 2 days.
Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I love how when I go on Twitch and
mhm.
it's like, here's all these live channels we think you would like, but then it doesn't actually show me that you're streaming, Kiki. So
Well,
it's just like,
Are you not actually subscribed to her?
I
oh,
am.
Twitch.
See, I have the opposite problem because I like use that area to see to like actually find out like new people. It's just I see that tab and it's just all people I'm following.
Oh, that's
We
nice.
think you'd be interesting in these people in that you have like 200 watch hours on. Would you would you would you be interested in that?
I mean,
I
you're not
mean,
wrong. You surely do have
yeah.
interest in them.
Yeah, good old Twitch. They have such a good UI. Such good coding. It also says that you're offline even though you're not on mine.
Have you refreshed the page?
Yep.
Yeah,
What the
It's
I've got
like you're
fuck?
Wi-Fi.
online. No, like I'm watching your stream right now
Oh,
and
but
it
it still
doesn't say you're
says
live. It says you're
that's
offline.
weird.
So,
Good old Twitch.
I mean, I'm seeing you're offline on ModView right now.
Well, it shows that I'm live in Streamlabs.
Yeah, no,
So...
like it's weird. Like moderator
Yeah.
view shows you saying Goggles Girl live, but then the tab off to the side that says session is it says offline.
That's super weird.
a captions issue detected. It's almost like we don't have captions.
Yeah, so I had it set up back when I was on my old computer, but it needs to run through Chrome, and I didn't necessarily want to download Chrome on my new computer
Gotcha.
because I've
Because
heard
Chrome
like
is bad.
yeah, because I've heard like really bad things about Chrome, and so like I'm trying not to use it. So I haven't. I need to get it just to use for the captions thing, but I haven't done it yet. Path to the grave.
Hi,
Can you
Path
hear
to the
us?
Grave.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome in. Yeah,
So
we're not
anyway,
trying
I
to
was
be.
saying-
I think it's chance.
We're not,
I was saying that we should like hang out on Tuesday. But if you're gonna feel like shit because of the fax shot, maybe not.
Yeah, we can put it down as a TBD, and if I feel good, then I'm down.
Yee.
If not, then I will probably have bigger problems than what I'm doing Tuesday
Yeah. I have tentative plans, but I think those tentative plans are I have no idea actually because
Ooh.
a friend of mine in a different server wanted to race Kingdom Hearts maybe. Or no, well, I wanted to race Kingdom Hearts and friend is maybe available on that day.
Well, that'd be fun.
And I'm going to leverage the fact that it's my birthday to force him to arrive. So
That's always yeah, no, the amount of times that I've used my birthday to like guilt people into doing things with me that they would normally not do, like 100% feel
there
you
it
on
is.
that.
You're live now.
Sounds very
Oh, that's
soft.
so weird. I don't know. Okay, well, you guys ready to kind of hop? I'm gonna apologize for all the bad drinking. You recently forgot how to drink like a person. Bea, sounds like you have a lot going on today.
Yeah. Well, my youngest sister graduated on Saturday, so some of our cousins came in to visit. So I'm not in my room,
My
and
sister
our
is
whole house is a
graduating.
mess.
Nice. My
Nice,
sister's graduating
congratulations.
this weekend. Yesterday,
Yay.
but we can't go to their graduation because of COVID restrictions, obviously.
Oh,
Right.
But so yeah, my family friend, our uncle, we call him, is a professional photographer. Came up from New York to take a photo shoot. She was doing a photo shoot yesterday, which is why I didn't stream yesterday, right?
yeah.
Because we all went to go visit her since we won't be able to go see her graduation. We're gonna have a party, celebration for her next week anyway. So it was weird that we went to go visit her yesterday. But whatever, she had a photo shoot. That's what I was busy with.
That's fair.
It was
Bea,
good.
Fatal says mood, and Floor says you don't have to be a person, no worries. So We're all not
Why?
personing today, so.
I
Content.
appreciate it so much.
Hi, hello. You
Content.
snuck in.
Yeah, I did do a sneak in.
Okay, great.
I
Glad
tried
you
to
guys
Ah.
came.
Odd.
Yeah, he's fucking spoiled when I was
Hello.
here.
So for
Odd.
so for anybody who's here that has not, I think most people probably so far have been here before, but I'm Kiki. If you guys want to just toss your name out real quick, especially since some of
Hi.
our names are not on this.
Hi, I'm Kay. Yes.
Great.
What are real words? Who knows?
Oh, okay. Path to the Grave says, I had no idea you were streaming 999. That's so exciting. Is anyone going in blind? Yes. Okay, so we have all played this game with the exception of Bea. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
Started the game.
We're not watching the trailer. We're not watching the trailer. It's too spoilery. Bea,
Maybe,
but
maybe,
this-
maybe we can say how much we know about the game when we introduce ourselves.
Okay, so you want me to
That's-
start over? You want me to go? have an
yeah,
actual-
sure.
It didn't
Hi.
happen. Start again.
Hi, I'm Kay. I have played all 3 of the Zero Escape trilogy, and I have read a lot of theory works and fan works. I'm very deep in this rabbit hole. I think I know all of the puzzle solutions by heart. I don't know if that's because I've played this game too much or if I have a weird memory thing. It's a mixture of both, I'm sure. But I'm an encyclopedia. Hello.
Oh shit, I'm next. I'm Mark. I'm a little bit drunk. I've played the first 2, and it was so long ago for the first one that I basically can't remember anything. I can remember some of the second one. I played a bit of the third one, got stuck on a maths puzzle, and because there weren't any guides out yet, I just gave up on it. And I hate maths, so fuck that puzzle. And
Oh
I
no,
never
the
back to the game since.
the
You hate
alien
math, and
room.
you're playing. So there are. I don't know if you noticed, but there are some numbers in the title of this game.
Whoa, numbers.
Numbers. Does that
And
scare
I'm
you?
illiterate. I
God,
can't
I
read
have also
numbers.
not played this game. I am here for the ride.
Yeah, Pod's been kind of
Uh-oh.
out. I thought
Yeah, I'm just here.
I got confused because I forgot you played through. I was confusing you with Aerie because I forgot that Aerie had played or watched this game, and I was thinking that I got it flipped. My apologies. So yes.
No, it's fine. I mean, I try to get into visual novels. I'm just not a big fan of them.
That's fair.
But I am
Um,
here for friends,
There
basically.
you go. And we're glad to have you along.
Hey, I'm Yosh. I have played all the games, and yeah, I like the first 2 games, and the third game sure exists.
And I'm Bea, and I have never played these games before, and I knew literally nothing about them at all, except that there was a character named Santa in it. And so I am learning a little more every day, much like our good friend Caillou.
Yeah, so I basically I'm dragging her into this because so my pitch for them was there's a bunch of Critical Role actors in it and it's a visual novel. So that was how I was trying to get them in it, but it's also 999 is my favorite game of all time, and so the more people that I can drag into this game the better. So it was a perfect opportunity because fresh meat essentially, if you will. No
I can't
no
believe
offense.
Kiki's
This
trying to
game
get us addicted.
I know. What
Yeah,
can I say?
yeah. This series
Um,
means a lot to me too.
Yes,
I,
it's so good.
And
You know,
must
the
be
only
great
thing
when,
I've written-
must
Go.
be great when you can get people to play a game that's been released in English and not only in Japanese.
Yeah. You know, the only thing I've written in the past year or so is a fan work for this series.
Hey,
Fun story.
that's great. Hey, whatever you. First of all, more fan work is great. There's not enough of us. Fuck that. Like Mike said, the world needs more Zero Escape fans for sure. So kudos to that. Put
Yep.
that work out there because we don't have enough of it. Second of all, that's pretty rad.
Never.
Uh,
You'll never
Or
see me
knows nothing
alive.
about this series. Awesome, amazing.
Yeah, catching
Yep.
up on the chat a little bit. Fatal, when you said that the reception was really bad, I'm not sure what you're talking about on that. Are you talking about the stream itself or just how people were reacting to it? Flora, I love that you felt like an AA meeting. Fatal, that's okay. The
Okay.
basic concept of the game's plot is probably the only thing you need to go into it with. Hello, Mike. Oh, like your internet. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry about that Fatal. Floor, yeah, same thing. Like again, it's like a mystery visual novel game. So if you like really well written characters, good music, a little bit of puzzles, this game is for you. So 100%. I hope you guys are.
Or murder, if you like murder.
There's also some murder, as a treat,
As a treat.
So we're gonna go ahead and hop into this. Let me know if things get a little loud or anything like that. I can come back and change the. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and bump it
Gotta
down.
find Snake.
Yes. So where we left off. Oh yes, my favorite thing, murder. Yeah. You know, Flora. Ah yes, and
Very
Flora.
life ending.
BRB only referring to it as that from now on. So where we last left off, we had just gone through door 5 with Snake and 7. There's too many S names in this game. We were right to the second set of doors. The things to deactivate our watches were or to activate the doors with our watches. The stuff was taken out of them. We went to go find the stuff, and then we came back. All of a sudden, the stuff was back. Nobody claimed to know who put it back there, except for one of the people. Snake is now gone, and now we've all split up to try to look for him before we try to go into the doors. So it's us and our childhood friend June. People do die when they are killed, though. This is true. I don't know, Fatal. That sounds kind of fake, but okay.
Hey man.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Zombies, man.
Sorry, Yosh. I was trying to make it fast.
When he went missing, did anyone go Snake, Snake, Snake?
Snake! I've never played Metal Gear Solid.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Excuse me. Apologies in advance if I have to clear my throat a lot. Okay.
Here's my recap of what happened last
Oh
time.
boy.
Bed, bathtub, and beyond.
Oh.
Bathtub.
Bea, you forgot the chair.
Oh, in the chair.
We just wouldn't
I'm gonna
stop.
find
I
something
can't
in one of
believe you
those
forgot the
chairs.
chair.
One of these days, I'm gonna look in a chair and I'm gonna find something, and then you'll all see. I know you've already played
You know
this
what?
game, and so you already have seen, but you're gonna see again.
You never know.
Bea, have you ever played Your Turn to Die?
No, I don't know what that
Okay.
is. I'm sorry.
It's very similar.
Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm addicted to this. It's got a
The
little bit
chair-
of crack cocaine in it, so.
The chair thing made me think of that game. I'm playing through it right now,
There's like
except
a-
I'm not actually playing through it because I never seem to be able to stream on Saturdays when I told myself I would
That's
stream the game.
okay. It happens. There's like a Venn diagram of Zero Escape, Your Turn to Die, and Danganronpa, and they all just overlap a little bit in the middle there. It's we could get into that at some point because it's very interesting, and I between those 3 games and Steins Gate, I have this whole mental thesis in my head about how these games use the childhood friend trope. But we're not gonna get into that because there's a shit ton of spoilers. So maybe one day,
Okay.
maybe one day for the visual novel podcast that
One
we are
day.
gonna do eventually.
Everybody is Daru's childhood friend.
Oh God, no. Okay, those 2 were Junpei and June, who had been a few steps behind the
Alright.
others.
We should go too.
Yes, let's go. But where should we start?
Let's see.
Okay, Bea, important
Sure.
decision. This is the most important. I'm just kidding. Where do you want to go look for Snake first?
And are we on the B deck right now, or no? We're on the C
I think
deck.
we're on the C deck just outside of the hospital.
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, which is why
Man,
why it says back to the large hospital room.
why don't we go check? Let's check the farthest away place first. Let's go to
There
the
we go.
first class cabin.
Okay.
Oh, what about the first class cabin on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
They took off up the stairs at a run. Outside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. What should Junpei do? Talk to her or leave her alone?
And I feel like we should talk to her, right?
If you want to, that's totally fine.
Feels mean to not to. Let's talk to her.
Okay.
We will
yes,
learn
Are you
something.
Mike also says, play Your Turn to Die. Yes, honestly, in visual novels, the more you
Never.
can talk to people, usually the better. He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Look, I know you're really worried, but
He could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed to have been very close to.
Alone.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Alone.
Hmm?
Alone. I said leave me alone!
Suddenly, she was screaming.
You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off! Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else! Stop bothering me!
Junpei was taken aback. Such anger and hate. June's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me? Huh? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
Alright, let's go, June.
They turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced back over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake.
He did his best to push away the misery and depression and forced a smile.
So, where do you think we should go next?
Okay, where next?
Great choice, Bea.
Starting off strong.
Let's go to the casino. I don't
How about the
know.
casino?
Let's go take a look.
All on 25.
I like how his like reading of that was like, how about the casino? Like, let's pretend like that just didn't happen.
Hello there.
Hello, Dark Lion. Welcome in. They turned and headed off down the hallway to their right at a jog. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Do you want to listen or do you want to say nope?
Man, I feel like we're wasting time, but I also feel like I should talk to everybody. So let's just talk to her.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital root would be 1.
5 plus 6 plus 8 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1.
But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Oh, if we add 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 equals 26. The digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8.
Then the 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. But
Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
Well, why don't you add them up?
that was simple enough.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. And 1 plus 0 equals 1. The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we?
Fatal says, shit, didn't know math would be involved, gotta run. Fatal, I'm so sorry to tell you this. I'm so sorry to tell you this, Fatal.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this again. There are numbers in the title. If you're not a fan of math, you probably shouldn't be trying to play this game.
Yeah, this game is a lot of math, and all 3 of them really are.
I mean, you can at least look up walkthroughs and guides to help you with it, so...
That is true. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed to say this. The first time I played this game on the DS, I was so focused on the story that I really didn't even try with the puzzles. I went until I got stuck the first time, and then I looked up a walkthrough for each of the rest of the puzzles, which did not take very long for me to get stuck. Now I actually put effort into it, but at the beginning I was like, fuck this.
Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
No, you're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, that's right. The digital route for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Lotus scratched the back of her ear.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. That's all you have to
I
say?
can't believe she couldn't math.
I know. She thought she got this far and then like it was immediately like, that's enough for thinking for today. She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said. Nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Well, let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible.
Are
You
you mean
being
they're
serious?
seeking a way out?
And you do know that only 5 people
Okay.
at most can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The moment he said it, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine.
Oh, wait just a second. You're skipping over a really big detail.
Yes, what she said was true, but how Lotus could remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him.
Is that really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that? That's...
Do you ever
That's
like
just-
do a boss fight years later after you play the game originally and like you remember it being really hard and then this time it's just like, wait, was that it?
No?
Yes.
Which boss?
Game over.
Boss in SMT3.
Ah,
Like I remember it when I played it when I was like 15. I remember this fight being really hard and I just did it without even blinking basically.
I
Lotus-
don't really remember that being hard.
Lotus's forehead
You
furrowed.
think I could have a moment alone? There's some things I need to think about.
Junpei and June turned and began walking away from Lotus.
That didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
Junpei's heart felt heavy and his steps sluggish. But he told himself pessimism would get them nowhere.
Well, regardless,
So he forced himself to smile and turned to June.
let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
All right. Where should we go next?
Okay.
Great choice, Bear.
I guess let's go look at the hallway with all the rooms. I don't know.
Let's go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Lotus destroyed with facts and numbers. Together they ran down the stairs.
Let's say hypothetically we make it to
Ace.
number 9 door.
It'd be him.
Ahead of them, farther down the hallway, they spotted
Hey,
Ace.
Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there!
What should Junpei do? Run to Ace or let Ace handle it?
Let's run to Ace. Let's talk to everyone. Keep up the
So
train.
I'll run
Let's go.
to you with open arms. Sorry. With June in tow,
If I knew the words, I would have joined in, but
It's okay, I appreciate it, Bea. Junpei jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
Right.
June's face looked kinda enraptured.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Oh, thank you,
why
Mike.
would you
I
say
appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Why would you say that? The question seemed somehow odd to Junpei.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Ace looked at him for a moment and then spoke.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't.
because people aren't allowed to be adopted.
Right.
Still, there are a great
What's
many siblings
adoption?
who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare.
Junpei wasn't sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was, but he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke.
At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
At June's urging, they left.
Hmm.
They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil. What was that?
Something
Nothing.
about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
Junpei did his best to clear his mind.
All right, where should we go next?
Is there any point in going back to places that we already were?
I don't think so. I think it's just, it would be circular, I'm pretty sure. I think you could technically get stuck in like an endless
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
I guess let's just go back to the big hospital room then.
Okay.
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Okay, let's go then.
They turned and headed back towards the large hospital room.
Hey, wait, that's...
On their way to the large hospital room, Junpei and June noticed Santa standing next to the number 3 door.
Santa?
Junpei paused.
Yo, and
What should Junpei do? Go talk to him or walk away without saying anything?
And I think we should talk to him. I'm scared.
I was gonna say you.
One of these times I'm gonna talk to someone and they're just gonna like brain Junpei. Like.
Yeah. So Flora, everybody in this group except for Junpei has a nickname. So they're going by the name of their
Okay.
bracelets. So Ace is 1. Snake is 2, because like snake eyes. Santa is 3 because San is the Japanese word for 3. Clover is 4, like a four-leaf clover. Junpei fucking blurted out his own name, and so he
Like
doesn't
an
get a
idiot.
nickname. Yeah. June is 6, so like the 6th month of the year. 7 is just 7, and then Lotus is 8, like the 8 flowers of a Lotus. So these technically aren't, as far as we know, these aren't their real names, but they all have nicknames. So a body has
those
been
of you wondering.
discovered.
For those of you wondering, what the title is all 9s. What about the 9th person?
Oh yeah.
The 9th man doesn't have a name. He is currently exploded all over the door 5 hallway.
Yeah.
Smile.
fun.
It's great. Yeah,
Let's call
Junpei
him
is
Tim.
Junpei. Yeah, the 9th man didn't do so well. He looks like, was it pizza? Is that what the description was? Or spaghetti? Is that what the... No, I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing it.
No, I remember it
some
saying
Italian
I
food.
can't remember.
Yeah. Junpei and June walked up to Santa.
What are you doing?
What? You can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but
Oh yeah, no problem, Flora. I just figured I forget sometimes that people have missed like certain ones of this.
Who do
so
you
I'm trying
think
to
did it?
fill it in. So Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at June. She shook her head.
I don't know.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
Who do you have an opinion on this, Bea?
I mean, I feel like it was... I don't know. I feel like if Snake is missing, he probably didn't do it. Also, he can't see, so I feel like he probably couldn't have fixed it. And then I feel like I don't know Lotus enough. It could have maybe been Zero. Let's go with Zero. Let's just go
Okay.
way out of nowhere and just be
Okay.
like, it's this kid.
I think it was probably
Yeah,
Zero.
maybe Snake just listened really good to it and then fixed
I was
it.
gonna say Snake
Snake
seemed to
really
get
good.
around okay, so keep that in mind.
Isn't that obvious? He's the guy who
Just
set this whole
sure he's
thing
not
up.
Daredevil.
You don't think that should mean the opposite?
Maybe.
Seems to me like that means he didn't do it. I mean, who do you
I've
think
never seen
took
them
that
both at
stuff
the same
out in the
time in the
first
same
place?
Probably Zero.
Yeah, exactly. Then why the hell would he
well.
put him back in after he'd taken them out himself?
Okay,
It
Santa.
just
Well, no
doesn't
one
make
knows the
sense.
answer, so we're just
Why
guessing.
do all that work?
I love Santa, but he's so condescending. Like he's such a punk.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So, what happened then? Who put that stuff back in the Reds?
Junpei furrowed his brow.
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Santa
Bingo.
grinned.
We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the person who
What
did
if
it
Zero's
doesn't
one
want the
of
rest of us
them?
to know that they fixed it.
It's possible.
Yeah,
But why?
no idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
Yeah.
Junpei stared at Santa. There was something about him that made Junpei wary. At first, he'd assumed the other man wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate that assessment. When Santa spoke again, his voice was quiet.
Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most
So you're saying
could
don't
turn out
trust
to be
me.
the one who stabs you in the back.
Just a little. With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away.
And that's that, I guess.
Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Where would they go next? So we could try to go back to one of the other ones, or we could finish searching, but I'm pretty sure it's the same
maybe
thing.
let's just finish searching because I feel like we're not actually
I-
gonna get anything
I
out
think
of
it
that.
just gives you these options, and so you can do them in whatever order you want. So if you decide to go do the other ones, it
Right.
just it's easier to program all the options than to
Right.
change it every time. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Lotus looked around at 6 frustrated faces and spoke.
And we can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point to wasting any more time. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, Seven spoke.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal.
She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. Finally, she stopped.
Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
What?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. Is she right or not?
Oh shoot! Now I have to think.
I will say it's not like this is gonna change the course of a thing. It's just gonna like different
No,
dialogue.
I'm just gonna
a very important choice.
I'm just gonna say not sure because I feel like I haven't thought about all the combinations, so I guess I don't really know.
That's true because you have to think about there's so many different combinations. Junpei wasn't quite sure that was true.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
2 people get left behind if we split into 5 and 2, and 1 person is left behind if we split into 3, 3, and 1. I got that part. You can't go through the numbered doors with any less than 3 people. But if we split into 4 and 3, then why do 3 people have to be left behind?
Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. Who's left over?
That would be 3, 7, 8.
What's the digital root for that?
3 plus 7 plus 8 is 18, so add 1 and 8, 9.
Exactly. But door 9 isn't here, right? That means 3, 7, 8 won't be going anywhere. That was just an example, of course. There are a lot of different combinations, but the result will always be the same. It doesn't matter which 4 it is. The 3 that are left over can't go through any of the doors. Go ahead and calculate it if you have the time. You'll see. Anyway, that's how it is. Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice 1 person if we split into 3, 3, and 1.
When Seven spoke, his voice was strained.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive,
Morally.
then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
Oh,
To
letting
just
someone
sacrifice
die.
Someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, whoa. Calm down, you two.
Santa stepped between Lotus and June.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works. And for that reason,
Oh my god.
I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote. What do you think?
I can't
No,
believe they're actually
that's
trying to
terrible.
justify sacrificing someone.
I'm not asking you. Shut up. What about you, Santa?
Me? Well, I agree, I guess.
All right, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Huh, glad to see you get it. If I can get 1 more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover?
Clover had moved away from the group and was sitting on one of the beds. Her whole body drooped. Junpei didn't know if she'd even heard Lotus's proposal.
Hey,
Lotus walked over to Clover and gently laid a hand on her shoulder.
your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
Clover slowly lifted her face.
Let's go look for him together, okay? If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him. You
Okay, but
agree?
how could he have gotten through a numbered door if he's number 2 and they don't have that? And then
Right?
I don't know. I don't know.
she's not making any sense.
She's not necessarily making sense to us, but she's making sense to Clover, who's so desperate to find her brother that she'll do anything at this point. She's not necessarily being logical. She's
Yeah,
being
I
manipulative.
know.
You'll
Just
also
keep
have
that
to
in
consider
mind.
that Snake disappeared during that little segment where the doors were non-functional.
That is true. Yeah.
So her logic is kind of even more fucked up because how would he have gotten through the doors if they weren't working?
True. There's a lot at play here. So
We did see that the doors are working now, so maybe when we weren't in the large hospital room, they were working, and then Snake somehow got in there. I don't
if they
know.
got fixed and then he went in right away, it's possible. We just
Yeah.
there's just too many variables at this point in time to really say like what happened. So
I don't like her. She's sketchy.
Let's kill people. It's the only way.
Clover nodded once.
The motion carries.
Lotus spun around and walked toward Junpei.
Now, let's start a vote to...
That won't be necessary.
Ace had barely spoken for Lotus's entire speech, and everyone jumped a little. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice or even care.
I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
June's voice shook as she looked around desperately for someone to agree with her. Ace simply looked at her.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts. Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them.
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
What?
Please, I
Idiot.
beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time.
Finally, Junpei could hold his tongue no longer.
We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind?
Ace's voice was dignified and without a hint of cruelty or malice. Junpei had no rebuttal.
You see, There's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
Don't they need all of them, though, to get out the 9 door?
It really just depends on the combination you want. There's a lot of different combinations that could get it. The one that Lotus proposed, they would need him, but with different people, like with Santa going through or something, like it's
No, to get out the final door. They won't have enough people to get out that final door without him.
yeah. So you need 3
Why
to
do you say
5
that?
people. You need 3 to 5 people, and
Oh, right.
they have to equal 9. So it really just depends on the math.
Forgot they couldn't take more than 5. I thought they needed
Yeah.
all of them to get out that door.
Yeah, that's so far. That's how we believe that they work. That's what we've been told, is that 3 to 5 people, no less than 3 and no more than 5 can go through a number
Right.
door. Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move. June bit her lips so hard that Junpei feared she would break the skin. Santa stood against a wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore his beanie from his head and turned it over anxiously in his hands. Only Clover stared at Ace with an expression Junpei was unable to decipher. Lotus's attitude, however, was different from the others.
Good. Let's accept his kind offer then.
She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace answered with a smile of his own.
Good. I think this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down to the floor next to one of the beds. From somewhere deep in the ship, Junpei suddenly heard the screeching of metal on metal. It was almost as if the ship were screaming. Would it really hold until their time limit was up? Already, D-Deck was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Unsurprisingly, it was Lotus who spoke first.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
As if a spell had been broken, the others all began to talk at once.
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
His words sounded hollow and fake.
Fine. Forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran towards Ace.
Well,
He had slumped down next to the bed when June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
Then it happened.
uh,
Ace fell forward. He slumped over onto the wooden floor, his body folded in half like a boxer out cold.
Ace!
June cried out and dropped to her knees beside him. She put her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
What happened? Ace, say something.
She shook him frantically. His eyes fluttered open.
I'm all right.
His voice was weak and slightly slurred.
How are you all right?
This.
He held out his left arm and slowly opened his hand.
A syringe?
In it was a syringe and a small vial. The vial was empty. It had only recently been emptied. A few drops clung to the sides. There was a label taped to the side of the container. It read Soporil Beta. Soporil Beta?
Soporil Beta. What does this do? Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Anesthetic?
I found it while we were searching the hospital rooms. I thought it might be useful later.
so why'd you use it
I didn't
now?
think I'd be using it on myself.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am. Very tired.
Oops. Junpei knew that's why he had... that wasn't why he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with anesthetic to forestall Junpei and Jun's attempt to bring him along. If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. He'd injected himself so that they would be forced to leave him behind.
Ace!
Hmm? Is there something you want to say? I just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
No, don't, Ace. Don't fall asleep.
You feel warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream.
Ace's eyelids drooped further and further. Almost as though he were dying.
Ace! Ace!
She shook his shoulder again and again, but this time he didn't respond. Only the gentle rising and falling of his chest told them he was alive. Junpei was relieved to see he was, in fact, still breathing.
Let's get him up on a bed.
He lifted Ace up off the floor and laid him on the bed he'd been leaning against. When Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste. Right?
Like you even mean that.
Yeah.
You say something?
No, nothing.
It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly, Santa spoke.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well,
It's
we
your
haven't
plan, you already
decided who's
forgot it,
going
it's
in
fine.
what door.
What was that?
I said it's your plan, you already forgot it.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8. You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
Her face distorted by rage, Lotus took a step toward 7. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
She shot him a glare that would have melted steel, then turned and stalked off.
All right, who's next?
Santa's gaze moved across the 3 people left. Finally, they stopped on Junpei.
Junpei, which door do you want?
At last, Junpei's mind was already made up. Alright, which door do you want?
Which murder do you want?
I mean, I guess I kind of want to keep going with 7 if we can, if mathematically that works out.
I will tell you that all 3 of these are a viable option. You can pick all 3 of these. It's just a matter of whatever you want to try out.
Okay, let's go with 7.
Okay.
I want to stay with someone I know. I don't trust Lotus.
I'm gonna go with door 7.
Okay, 7 it is.
Yeah.
All right then. That means June's got to go through 8.
What?
Well-
Why?
What?
Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain.
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it.
Plan A?
Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8.
Plan B?
4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8.
Plan C?
Or 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
As Santa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up at the corners of her eyes.
Oh no. You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up.
What? Fatal just said in before when they meet up again, June stabs Junpei. Fatal!
No.
What is your thought process on this?
I'll bet 7 and 8 are
Like,
just like
literally, or just like backstab, like deception?
That's also a good clarification. Something just gives me that vibe about her. Fatal!
Is this like the Maze Runner where like Junpei is actually the one that set this whole thing up, but then he got brainwashed because he wanted to do it too? Is that what's gonna happen?
Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I can't
You'll
help
figure
it.
it
Okay,
out.
Fatal.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of options for this
Yeah,
game, and
probably.
the answer is probably crazier than you think it is.
Probably.
She
Time
didn't.
travel.
She didn't. Okay, thanks, Fatal. She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod.
Yes. Promise?
Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment.
You guys are done, right?
He stretched and continued.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for a moment.
Whatever.
It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Clover, 7, and Junpei walked toward door 7. Santa, Lotus, and June headed for door 8.
Feel bad sending June with Santa and Lotus, but like...
For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. 7 took a deep breath.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Snake's
It's
behind the
open.
door. Hey guys.
You've solved my door puzzle. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. 7 and Clover leapt through the door.
Let's do this!
Hurry!
The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his right, toward door 8. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met. They nodded.
June.
Jumpy.
Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds.
What the hell are you doing, Junpei?
I don't know why, but that like blurry thing always makes me laugh. Then somebody took a hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. He heard the sound of the number door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep.
Only 81 seconds left! No time to waste, guys! Let's get moving!
7 led the way down the hallway. Junpei and Clover followed him as fast as they could. After what seemed like far more than 81 seconds, they reached the end of the hall.
Look! The door on the left! I can see the dead!
There was no time to rest or catch their breath. All 3 slammed their hands in quick succession over the scanner panel on the dead. Still trying to catch his breath, 7 leaned heavily against the wall.
It stopped. It stopped.
His smile seemed forced and a little crooked.
This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but whew, never really get used to it.
He stood up straight, no longer out of breath, and wiped some of the sweat from his head and neck. Clover smirked at him.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
Jesus.
What the hell did you just say? Say it again! I dare you!
You have no...
You little... You wanna die?
I'd like to see you try.
You fucking brat! Alright, let's go!
Hey, calm down, guys.
Jesus.
This isn't the time for
Fucking love
this.
Clover.
Me too.
It's not gonna do us any good.
Junpei sighed. Sometimes he wondered if the doors of the puzzles were really the greatest challenge they faced.
Wait here for a minute, alright? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors.
They didn't respond, but Junpei wasn't in the mood for a conversation anyway.
We just came through this door. And of course it's shut tight. There's a short hallway on the left here, and an iron wall. I doubt I can get through it.
At last he gave up and returned to Seven, who was tapping lightly on the wooden door.
This door's the only option we've got, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, something's written on the door. On that iron plate.
It says operating room. If this thing's telling the truth, there could be body parts inside here.
Well, this is probably not going to be pleasant.
Something about it made Junpei feel nervous.
Well, there's no point to standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us.
Seven grabbed the brass knob and slowly opened the door. The creak of the hinge sounded like the groan of an old woman.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
A chill snaked its way down Junpei's spine.
Let's just go.
Quickly, he gathered what courage he could and took the first step into the room. Seven followed, with Clover right behind him.
Huh?
Part of the room just past the door was obscured by a screen.
What the hell is this?
Why don't we take a look?
Hey, Clover!
Clover's curiosity got the better of her, and she darted past Junpei to peer around the screen.
Who's dead?
Her scream nearly blew out Junpei's eardrums.
Clover!
He and Seven ran toward Clover to see what had frightened her.
Hey, what's wrong?
They rounded the screen, and the cause of her outburst was immediately clear.
What the hell is this?
Is this a corpse?
It was something that looked kind of like a human, laying across some sort of bed. No, not a bed. An operating table. The table sat on a rusty steel lift, and a cluster of bright operating lights shone down on it from the ceiling.
We should probably take a closer look.
Yeah.
Slowly, they approached.
Should we?
As they
So
got
don't really know why that would make her scream. Like, I would be like, oh, well, that's creepy. Like, oh.
Yeah,
I mean-
I was fully expecting Snake to be back there, is all I'm gonna say, the way that she reacted.
I think Clover also expected Snake to be there, and that's why she reacted like that.
Fatal, am I echoing a lot, or is it only... Because I hear it sometimes in my own headphones occasionally, and I don't know if it's because I can hear it through somebody else's thing, or if it's happening on a regular basis, then it's probably on my end. Let me know. Floor said that I was going to say it looks like a puppet to me. I can see that, yeah. As they got closer to the body, it became clear that it wasn't a body at all. It's happening every time I speak? What the hell? Are you guys hearing an echo through Discord?
No.
Oh?
I only hear it occasionally on my own, like through my own headphones. I don't know why it would be echoing otherwise. Let me turn my game
You
on.
you don't have the stream open like twice or something.
I don't think I do.
I meant Fatal.
Oh, Fatal.
Now it's gone.
Making sure on my end it's also not open. Okay. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't know. That's super weird. Well, now he said, no, wait, now it's gone. And then Floor said they've heard it echo sometimes. I feel like it's like going through somebody else's mic and like picking up through like the Discord. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like that might be what's happening because I can also hear it sometimes in my end. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna... Everybody, like, don't talk. If you can, I'm just gonna keep talking and see if it picks up somebody else's thing and see if it echoes, and because I can see the Discord bubbles. Yosh, yours keeps popping up. Is your Discord a little loud?
Maybe. Wait, I can try turning it down.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Are you
it or
listening
not.
through speakers or headphones, Yosh?
I use headphones.
Yeah, it might be Yosh's. I can see this. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Flora is like the bubble keeps popping up sometimes. I don't know if that's.
I
it or
turned
not.
it down.
Okay, we'll go forward with it, and if you guys still hear it, let us know. As they got closer to the body, it became clear that it wasn't a body at all.
This is.
What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something.
Doll?
Clover did not look terribly comforted. Slowly,
I mean, I can try muting myself and then see, but if
No,
the
but
echoes
if you're
are
using
there.
if you're using headphones, it shouldn't be coming through
Yeah,
your
it's
mic.
a little odd.
Depends on how loud the headphones are.
Yeah. Well, nobody said anything so far since I've been talking through reading this, so hold off for now. And we'll see if it keeps happening, and then if it still does, then we'll go from there. Slowly she approached the operating table and looked as intently as possible, from as far away as possible, at the thing. Junpei could see her relax.
You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me.
She heaved a great sigh of relief and wiped a few drops of sweat from her forehead. Seven smirked.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls.
Shut it! Don't you start with me again.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
Yeah, bring it on, you whale!
Hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Jeez. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. I'm talking about a heart.
Huh? Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
Yeah.
It was set a little higher than normal for a human body, but from the shape of the organ, there could be no doubt that it was a heart.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
I don't think it's a doll.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
Seven's grin was more than a little perverted.
Seven, shut the fuck up.
Clover glared at him.
How about we take a look around this place? Let's go.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Yay. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna save. So,
Only took us an hour, and we made it to the next escape room.
yay! And then we'll probably spend.
I'm scared.
We'll probably spend the next hour in the escape room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna save real quick, and I'm gonna run to the.
Don't
restroom.
worry, Flora, we're not stopping. We're
What?
just taking a quick break, okay? Flora?
I think
No,
Flora
Flora's like, no.
I think they said that earlier. I think they were groaning at Seven's use of the doll. I think, because that's when it popped up on mine.
Oh.
I think. I'm gonna
Okay.
run to the restroom real quick, and you guys can speculate on why there's a doll with a heart in it or something. I don't know. I'll be super quick.
And we can also enjoy this great music.
So, Zayascape. Hi, how are you doing? You enjoy?
I'm
how are you?
good. How are you, Kay?
I'm doing quite well. Yes. We have Clover. I love Clover. I love Clover a lot.
I know that everybody else loves her. I feel like I don't know her enough yet to be like, oh, for sure, like I love her. But I think I'm gonna like her a lot, just based on the fact that everybody else likes her.
Yeah. Yeah. Yosh, your indicator is lighting up.
Yeah, I saw that before, but I don't know if anyone else is also echoing, because chat only said that Kirsten was echoing, and it wouldn't really make
Your
sense.
indicator is
that-
lighting up when Bay is talking.
Yeah, but he's saying that people are saying that only Kiki's was.
Yeah, people
Echoing,
only
so
said
if it
that
was-
Kirsten was echoing and no one else. Maybe if
I don't know.
like if
I'm
you were
going to
also
do
echoing, then
something-
I'd expect chat to also mention that.
I'm gonna do something really quick. Hold on. I'm gonna steal your viewers when the stream's over. Mine. Anyway, A lot of people don't like Clover, specifically for her interactions with Seven, like right now. She's being very argumentative and somewhat, like, some people are saying that she's being bitchy. I'm saying that her alleged brother just went missing, and
Yeah.
she's wildly overcompensating.
She's just mad. She's freaking out. They just left him behind.
Yeah.
She's valid.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, this,
I'm back.
part specific. Like, I personally just don't like it when people use this scene specifically to bash on Clover's character, because it's absolutely valid.
What, are we talking about Clover?
She's freaking out a little bit and lashing at Seven.
Oh yeah.
But actually, Seven's going along with it, bantering really well. Probably to distract her from Snake's wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Seven's not actually as reactionary as he's like pretending to be in this scene. I mean, maybe he is, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, we're going way too deep into this, but it feels a lot more like a front to just try to be like, yeah, I'll go along with you being like really emotional or whatever.
Alright,
like,
so yeah. So I'm taking Seven again for the puzzle room.
Bea, do you
Which
wanna...
one I used? Yep.
I was gonna say, like, Bea, if you want to do Clover, because I've already been doing Junpei as, like, the narrator and stuff anyways.
Oh yeah, I can
if
do
you
that.
want. Unless you just really want to voice Junpei, in which case.
Maybe
No,
I could do.
I'm good with being Clover.
What were you gonna
Maybe
say?
I
Also,
could do
Kiki.
Hold on,
Maybe
Yosh.
I could do. Yep. Maybe I could do Snake then, if we have Snake and Clover at the same time at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing about
If we ever find him again.
Right, yeah. If that ever happens, then we can definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
I just want me and Bea to, since like we're kind of the main ones, I want us to do stuff as much as possible, and then the other
Mhm.
Yeah.
person like kind of rotates out. And since it's Seven again, then yeah, works out.
Mhm.
Also, hello, Jave, welcome in. Thank you for joining us today. All right, okay. Sorry for the little break there. Bea, what you want to look at?
Let's go look at the creepy little body thing.
Okay.
These dolls are really kind of creepy, you know.
Hey, it says something here.
John?
You think that's the doll's name?
Maybe?
This thing is creepy.
I wonder why it's on the bed.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else I can look at on the table, or just an operating table? Do you think old operating tables looked like this?
I have no idea.
Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says KG on the display.
You think maybe it's a scale?
Oh, well, that was not what I intended to do, but I thought I was gonna be the little end thing there, but okay. A white cloth. Okay, I think
Right.
that's it for the table for now, at least.
Okay. Let's go to the left.
Okay.
Can we
Oh.
examine the
Fine.
pipes by the table?
Oh yeah, can we do that?
Oh, I didn't even. Nope. I probably
Okay.
have to do it this way. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's a pipe going outside.
Hey, I know. Let's go through that pipe and escape.
Are you nuts? What the hell is wrong with you? Junpei, are you flexible like an octopus or something? Well, that's a perfectly normal
Since we're
place
not
to jump to.
Since we're not octopi, we can't go through that.
Okay, good.
Is that it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess let's click on the
Oh.
little body thing.
Where's the one line?
I think that's later.
Oh.
A medical mannequin with its guts showing.
Ew. Gross.
Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest.
Yeah, sure is.
There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Ugh. Damn it! Stinking thing won't budge. It's stuck.
Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We need something small that can fit into that little hole.
Okay.
So we're looking for a key. Okay. We can go look at something else in that zone. Can we click on that table thingy? Oh, that's horrifying. Okay, can we grab the little scalpel? Sick. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say we can put that in the thing.
Remember to search... No, I guess not.
What?
There's little dialogue options for the items if you search while you're in the menu.
That is true. I'm one of those that I like to streamline, so I don't necessarily go to it, but we can.
Scalpel that's not rusty.
Seems like it was put here for a reason, huh?
You think it's telling us to cut something?
Yeah, I do. Doesn't look like.
Okay, well, fair enough. Can you click on the divider at all, or no?
Just a wooden partition. Nothing
Give me 1
special
second,
about
I'm
it.
gonna let my dog out.
Okay.
Come here, bud.
I used my channel points to seal your viewers.
I saw that. Yeah, you'll just have to make sure that you're like up for a few minutes so it registers before I end this. Before I.
Yeah, as soon as we like stop, as soon as Bea says that we're stopping for the day, I'm gonna launch.
Okay, sounds good.
I just have to make sure everything is set up first.
I disabled that Discord automatically determines the input sensitivity, so maybe that helps some.
Okay, I mean nobody said anything about it echoing, so you know, 7 looks kind of like a fat Subaru from ReZero. I guess I could see that.
Oh, you
Only
said
the outfit.
Subaru, and I was like a car? Like, he looks like a fat car.
I mean, I thought of someone else when you said Subaru.
There's a lot of Subarus out there, because I think everybody has a different Subaru that they think of.
What makes a Subaru a Subaru? And there's just duck noises in the background.
Oh boy.
No. I guess let's go to the left again.
Okay.
Is there extra dialogue on the partition? Because usually characters don't pop up when it's something that simple. Ah, that
Doesn't
was
look
weird.
like it.
It was an outlier, I guess.
Yeah.
Can we click on the medicine cabinet, I guess? Oh.
There's a lot of different kinds of medication. It's hard to tell them apart. There's different, like, there's probably different spots, so if you feel like...
Yeah. Can we click on... I don't know what that thing is on that desk, but can we click on that?
A fake chest.
Ew, that's gross.
This is the chest. It's a woman's chest. The heart's gone, but it's pretty hot.
If that kind of thing turns you on, 7, you're a real creepo.
So yeah, so now we're just carrying
The
her
corrector like saying, no, it's hot to the touch, but no, he just doesn't say anything.
Nope. He says, I know what I said.
Can we click on the desk at all? Maybe you're supposed to heat something like that gauze to kill the bacteria? There's a boily thingy over there.
There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers.
See, like, there are heaters on the desk. I definitely thought 7 was gonna correct her.
No,
but
Seven's
but
like,
no.
Seven's
just
camped
like,
out. 7 knows what
yeah.
he's doing.
Jesus, okay.
Can we click on... Is there anywhere else to click on the medicine cabinet?
There are a whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They've got labels that are all big medical words that I don't understand.
The drawer is empty.
Yeah, nothing there.
That's a lot of medicine.
I wonder if one of these is a laxative.
Yeah, it sounds kind of gross, but I'm pretty sure every one of us has had the same idea. If we had some laxatives, maybe we could crap out the bombs Zero put in us. Unfortunately.
Damn it. I don't know what medicine does what here.
Let's try them all. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Don't wanna do
think
that.
that's it as far as the cabinet goes. I don't think there's anything.
Okay, we can go to the left then.
Okay.
Let's click on the tray thing. Can we click on any of that stuff? Hey. Are those scissors? Oh, they look kind of funny.
No, that's probably a pair of kosher forceps. Surgeons use them during operations. They can hold blood vessels shut and keep tissue out of the way. We could use it to pull stuff out of small holes or something like that. Amnesiac, by the way.
Yeah, jeez.
Looks like that's all we can get from here.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Let's go look at... Can we click on the sheet again? Oh. Well, let's click on it, I suppose. Another medical
Why
mannequin?
did I react like that? I knew that was here. From the looks of it, this one's a chick.
She has a name, too.
Lucy. Poor
Poor thing. Looks like Miss Lucy only has a head and a left arm.
Maybe we're supposed to gather all her parts? Can we draw? It's probably not gonna let us put the little chest piece in there, is it?
This bed doesn't look very comfortable.
Yeah, I think we need other.
Oh, okay, so we just need everything. Okay. Okay, well then let's go look elsewhere, I suppose. Can you click on the boiler and not the pipes, or is it just... Oh.
Yeah.
What's this thing? It's got these short iron legs.
Maybe it's a heater?
There's nothing inside it.
Okay. So I guess then we should go out into a different room then. I feel like we've kind of looked... Oh wait, let's go... Wait, go back to the little... That thingy. I want to see if we can get the little forceps thing to work on it or not.
There you go.
Is it pronounced kosher or kosher or how do you pronounce
no
it?
Kosher?
idea. Normally
It's
I would say
kosher.
that, but with the CH instead of an SH, I have no idea.
If you ask me, it's Kocha.
That's probably more accurate, honestly.
I don't know that be the German pronunciation. I don't know if it's German or not.
I don't know.
Or wait, specifically for like kosher? What are we talking about?
With the CH, I think is what he means.
No, but I'm just confused. What do
Coker.
we...
Coker. It's a hard C. For some reason.
It is? That's
Seems
weird.
like it. You said it might be, what, German?
No, I just said that be the German pronunciation, Kocha, because I'm German. And, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Bea.
I don't think it's a stove forcep.
Oh, so we took the organ thingy out of the chest thingy.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this. It's a rubbery... It's a fake organ, of course it'd be... Wait, what's 7 grabbing it for? Yeah, it feels like there's something in here. You think we can cut through the rubber part? Okay, so maybe we can combine?
Oh, so now we can combine it with that thing, yeah.
Let's try cutting this organ with a scalpel. There we go.
Organ key.
Cool.
Got a key in the internal
There's-
organ.
There's a key in that organ.
There's
Okay,
a
so
snake
it's-
in my boot.
Okay, what now?
Can we? Is there? Wait. Was the key something we had to put in the medical mannequin or no?
It won't let us go back to it. So I'm gonna
Okay.
say no.
Okay. Never mind. Then let's go into a different room.
Okay, we can go left or we can go right.
Let's go right. That's where we came from, right? Oh,
I
okay.
think it's a different way.
So
So there's here and here.
let's go to the door on the left.
Awesome, it's unlocked.
Okay. Let's
This
click.
room.
I guess click the thingy in the middle first. Okay. Can we take that piece of paper or no?
There's a note on top of the table. Iron 1, salts 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, question mark, ammonia, question mark, ethanol, question mark.
Are they trying to do human alchemy? What do you think this is a hint for?
Maybe it's got something to do with this box.
For human alchemy.
So it won't let us take
Monday
it.
zero escape. Okay.
Well,
Can you click on the? Oh,
I was just gonna say that Clover should watch out for dogs.
Oh, no.
oh!
What do you want me
Hey.
to click on?
Can you click on those little bottles that are sitting there?
Okay, so we have blue.
Hey.
Liquid. It's a bright blue liquid. Do you think it's alien?
Where the hell did that come from? I don't know, some sort of special bath soap?
Okay,
That
and then other one. This is a bright red
Yeah,
liquid.
sounds about right.
Bright red. It's thicker than that. Okay, okay, so we have the
I think
bottles.
you're... I wonder if you got different dialogue if you found the red liquid first.
I don't know.
If you still got the where the hell did that come from?
Maybe. Maybe
That'd be
because it's
interesting.
alien, it's still out of the blue.
Can
Maybe.
you click on the box, I guess?
Out of the blue liquid.
But
Okay.
You can leave anytime you want.
No.
Okay, this is you.
This thing won't open. Is it locked?
You probably need to put in a passcode. I mean, geez, they've even got a keypad on there. How much more obvious can you get?
You can only enter 3 numbers. E is for enter and C is for clear. Once you input the number, press E. If you mess up, press C. Let's give it a shot. So we would have to put in a
I wonder
passcode
if-
here.
I wonder if all of Junpei's internal dialogue are just game design notes.
But probably. Okay, so
Well, I don't have a guess yet, so
Okay,
maybe
that's
let's just
fine.
leave that for now. Yeah, I feel like that little key card is gonna have something in it. That's gonna mean something, I don't know. Okay, let's get out of this zone. Can we click on the left cabinet? Or can we click on anything
it
else?
is.
Oh, okay. Hey, Junpei, you think there are any slugs on this ship?
huh?
Well, if there are, I was thinking we could put salt on them.
What's she pointing at? The label states NaCl. Salt, huh?
You think Seven will shrivel up if we put it on him?
Hey. You say something?
Okay, so that was
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Oh, the Na sodium. Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Oh, you're okay. So salt is made up of 1 sodium atom and 1 chloride atom?
Okay, so I think that's mostly there. I don't think it will let
Yeah.
us click on anything over here.
Okay. Is there nothing else we can click on in the rest of the room then?
Not necessarily, just on this side. What else?
Oh, okay. Can we click on the middle back then? Huh? Something stinks.
Is it coming from this bottle? It says NH3.
Well, that of course stinks. It's ammonia.
Fair enough. Can we click on the right then?
What's this?
Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2.
So it's a can filled with carbon dioxide.
Okay. Was there anything? Can we click on like the lower shelves or the upper shelves over there?
Yeah, so this one is the lower shelf. We could try the upper.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Junpei! There's dihydrogen monoxide on the shelf.
Why don't you just say water?
Can we click on the top shelf on the left side? Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf.
How do you know it's iron?
The label says FE. FE stands for iron, right?
It can be examined in the water like 2 more times.
Okay.
H2O. H must be hot,
Oh,
and O
God.
probably stands for orphans. So H2O must be made of 2 hot orphans.
I hate that so much.
7. Is your head okay?
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, Yosh.
No problem.
Okay, let's go back out and look in a different
Okay.
zone, I guess. I know that there's important stuff in that room, but I just can't put it all together yet, so let's go through the other set of doors.
Oh, this may be where we came from.
Oh, Junpei, where are you going?
That's the
Yeah.
door we came through.
The only thing out there is the numbered door.
I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you that the numbered door is a one-way deal. So...
You're saying there's no point to going back there, huh? And you're nodding. Awesome.
Okay, I guess we can go back.
Go.
I don't know what he's barking at. Probably a squirrel.
You know how dogs are.
I guess let's go to the left.
It's locked.
We got
tried the
that key. It's not gonna work.
Cool, it's unlocked.
Oh, it did work. Never mind then.
This room isn't an organ. How come the organ key worked on it?
Can you click on the hooks? Probably not.
I think
I
you
haven't thought to click on any of the lights. I'm so foolish.
You're slipping. You're slipping.
I am slipping.
I think you hang your coat there. There's a bunch of hooks. Hold on. This feels like something that. No? Okay. Thought maybe.
No.
The light bulb illuminating the room. Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Woo, okay. Let's click on that desk
Why
thing.
is that hallway even there?
On the
Fun.
aesthetic. I
On
don't
the
know.
left.
The what thing? Oh, the left thing?
Yeah, that thingy. Looks like a bread box.
Hallways are technically there to connect rooms, always, so probably...
Why
that
is it
reason.
there in the game?
To connect one room
confuse
to
you.
another room.
To make it seem
The hallway is
realistic.
there for the same reason the bathroom is there in the first class cabins.
To confuse you.
How about
No,
that?
the bathroom doesn't connect one room to another room.
Let's see
This
if-
hallway is very important because it connects one room to another room.
Let's see if, a piece of paper. What's this? Is this some kind of medical record? New materials been added to the file screen. Okay. I guess that's it for that.
Okie dokie. Can we click on the table? Ooh, what is that? Okay, can we click on the little... Oh,
Oh, sorry. I just.
I found a beaker. No, it's okay.
Okay.
You click on the thing on the left. Is it a light? It is! I bet that's what we have to put the liquid in, but I don't know why. Oh, can you click on the buttons on that tower thing? Does that change the color of the light? White light on top is glowing.
Yeah, but the red, blue, and purple ones still aren't lit. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
okay. So we can like pour the red in. Oh no, we can't.
Why
What's
can't you?
your thought process here?
Well, because my original thought was like, oh, pour the red one and it'll be red. We'll pour the blue one and it'll be blue, and then we'll pour them both and it'll be purple. And I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, why
It
do you
would
think...
already have red, like if we.
Well, you might be
yeah,
able to... You might be able to pour it out. You don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, that was the longest yawn. I don't know. Can we try?
Yeah.
pouring them in?
Hey, the blue light turned on.
And I heard a noise. Sorry, I keep forgetting that's me. It sounded like something unlocking. Okay. Oh shoot, but the white one turned off. So I wonder if... Maybe it's not that deep, but I wonder if... do we still have blue liquid left, or do we use all of it?
No, the container's
We still have it
empty.
left.
I mean, it's left in here, but
Oh,
there's not
empty.
any in the bottles, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, I guess let's just leave that for right now, because I don't really know what to do with that right now. Oh, okay, we poured it back in. Okay. Oh, let's go check the blue door. Hey, okay. Okay, it's all coming together now.
What are those?
This is the left foot of the mannequin. Do you think I'm better? What does that mean?
What?
Do you think my legs are skinnier?
Oh, so Clover's a pick-me girl.
Mm-hmm. Over like a queen. Come on now. Okay, well, let's try the red liquid in the little cup and see if we can...
How did you get the liquid back into the bottle?
It's a beaker.
Question.
So it's got a little poury thing.
That's true.
Red light's on now.
I think I heard another noise.
Okay, well, let's go check the red thingy. Hey.
The right foot of the medical mannequin. I guess it's a woman's foot, but damn, doesn't look hot at all.
Have you got a thing for... Oh, that's Clover.
It's okay. Have you got a thing for feet, Seven?
No, that's crazy.
You're sure acting kind of shady. Okay. Can we go to the little thingy majiggy? Again, the table. Yeah. Can we just pour them both in there, or do we have to combine them first?
We can try
Alright,
it.
so let's just try to pour. Let's just try to pour them both in there. Oh, okay.
I get it. You combine the red liquid and the blue liquid to make the purple one.
Good job, Junpei. The purple light came on and I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has got to be unlocked.
Alright, let's see what happened.
I wonder what the game would have done if I tried to make purple first.
I don't know. It looks like a nose.
I was just gonna say it looks like a nose.
I always think it's a big nose. Oh!
This is a really big nose.
That's no nose. It's a stomach.
Oh. Stomach. Sorry, my dog's like running around like crazy.
Can we search the liquid again?
Or
Oh,
do you-
the one
like,
we have
actual,
in
The bottle has purple liquid in it.
again. Again.
People liquid.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What would people liquid even? Oh! It wouldn't even be this color. Ah, why am I even thinking about that? The liquid in the bottle is purple. Purple. Jesus Christ, Junpei. Is that an?
Thank
is
you,
that
Yosh.
Okay. Wow.
Jeez Louise.
There's so
Okay.
much care put into these games.
Can we look at the sinks?
Yes, we can.
Yay.
The doctors and nurses probably wash their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here.
Really quick, I think my dog needs to go to the bathroom and nobody else is home right now. I will be right back.
Okay. Sounds
Sorry.
good. No. You're good. You're good. So how you guys doing today?
Doing okay. Still. I think we missed one good thing earlier.
Oh, did we?
Or maybe it's still coming up, I don't know. When you remove the organ from the thing, if you examine it again when you still close up, I think it's like, hey, the organ is all gone.
Oh, damn. That's a good one.
I think we missed it, or yeah, I don't think we're going to
That's
examine
fair.
that again.
Probably not. So this basically we're locked into 3 different endings now based off of this. So there's still options, but I'm curious to see what we're gonna get.
You're gonna be right.
You think?
Absolutely.
Okay. I genuinely thought for a second we were gonna get the first ending you could technically get, the of the good quote unquote endings. I thought maybe we were gonna get that. I was thinking there was some potential for it, but that's okay.
And then she went down door 5.
Well,
I like how we are talking about this while Bear could come back at any moment.
I mean that's why I'm trying to be vague.
Still.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't even remember what half of our predictions were. Music in this game is so good.
So chill. So yeah, no.
Okay,
another
I'm
friend
so
of
sorry
mine
about that.
Blink, Hi.
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 Okay, what we doing? Where we going?
I guess let's go to the left again. And can we go through that door?
It's locked. It won't even budge.
We don't have another key.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the exit?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think this is endgame.
Okay.
I think this is what we need to find to get out.
Okay. And let's go back, I guess.
How far back?
We can go back into the other, back into that space.
Through the hallway.
God damn it! And I always do this to myself. It's confusing.
Yeah, let's just leave there, I guess. If there's.
And I'm glad we had
nothing.
this hallway to connect us to this room.
Again, it's there to confuse us.
Can we look at the girl's body and see if we have all the pieces? I don't think we do, but.
Oh, maybe it would be helpful if I.
Oh, so do we not? We just don't have all the.
Is this a scale? Yeah, no, I don't think we have. I think we're still missing something.
Okay. So we probably have to get into that locked box.
you
That probably
Zero,
has-
you have 9 hours, and me spends 9 hours in one puzzle. Yeah, if this was an actually timed thing, Fatal, I would have lost so bad. You want to try going back in there?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to figure out.
Do you want to look at
Just
the...
a moment, Zero. I gotta examine this people liquid.
Zero watching this going, these fucking idiots.
It's just like in D&D, right? You give
Oh
your players like a toddler puzzle, and they're just like, it has to mean something. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
um.
Would you like to look at the note again?
Okay. Yes.
I don't care. Let me look at it. I have to look at the box, don't I? There we go. So iron 1, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol.
Okay.
Did we find ethanol?
No.
We can.
Oh,
we
look
can
at
do
the
some more-
first line.
Oh yeah, sorry. We can.
Well, because ethanol, I think that's something you have to mix, but I don't know.
Oh, did we look at the bottom shelf in the back?
I don't think so.
Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink.
What are you talking about?
That bottle. It says C2H5OH, right?
It's ethanol.
That's right. It's also known as ethyl alcohol. It's pretty much what booze is made of.
So you're gonna drink it?
Nah, I won't. It might say that's what it is on the label, but there could be anything in there.
Fair enough, Seven.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So, click on
So-
it again for me.
So ethanol is probably 5. Doesn't really make sense
Bea,
though.
you wanna talk out what you're thinking so far?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like those first 3 that are over there are 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other 3 things are 4, 5, and 6. So I'm just not sure how they line up. Can you click on the? Can you just click on like each of the cabinets again so I can see what they're all made up of?
CO2.
Carbon dioxide.
C is for carbon, O's oxygen.
So carbon dioxide is made up of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms.
Okay.
2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Can we look at the piece of paper again?
Yeah.
That's okay.
NH3.
Damn it, I forgot that
ammonia.
it's... Okay. So, iron 1, salt 2, water 3, carbon dioxide question mark, ammonia question mark, ethanol
Don't click off of
Uh,
it for a second. I want to just look at
Okay,
it for a
Move
second.
my mouse out of the way.
So, okay, so it's not that it's those things adding up together. I don't think.
Okay.
Because it's made up of iron, salt, and water. I feel like it's really straightforward, but I don't know.
It's one of those that,
I am
like,
here
if-
for hints.
I was gonna say, if you want a hint, we could give you a hint. It's one of those that, like, it seems like the first... Once you get it, it's like, oh my god, it's obvious, but it is a little clouded. Would it help you if I wrote out the, the compositions in the stream chat?
Well, I can write them down. I have notes.
Okay, I don't know how much you remembered.
You
Yeah,
may want to
it's-
examine the shelves again a few times.
Yeah, I want to look at. I do want to
Okay.
look at all the shelves again.
Okay. Which ones? So you did these two,
Can we just start with the top left one and just
Okay.
make our way from there? Okay, the iron powder is. It's just Fe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then what's the one below it? Yeah, 1 sodium. So
It's
that
an
one's just
NaCl.
NaCl. Okay, can we look at the top, middle, and the back?
NH3. N is nitrogen, H is hydrogen.
Okay. In other words, ammonia is made of 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. So it has... Okay, I think I understand what it is now.
Okay.
It's like the number of atoms, or like, yeah, the number of atoms that they're all made of. So it's the bottom one again.
C2H5OH.
Oh, well, that one doesn't make sense then.
C is carbon, H is hydrogen, and O is oxygen.
So basically, ethanol is made of 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. So it's... I'm sorry,
Chemical
can you click
notation
on...
is fucking...
yeah, no, it is. Can you click on that bottom one again? Because I wanted to write it all down.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
I didn't write it. No, it's not your fault. I just didn't.
Oh.
Wait, so it's C...
It's not gonna give me the exact... So you have to parse
C2H5OH. Chemical notation is fucking stupid, by the way. I mean,
Hi, Growl! Welcome in,
Oh,
Growl.
chemical notation is so annoying.
Yeah, I hate it. That's why I sected chemistry.
Okay. Can we go to the next shelf, that like the top shelf on the next one?
Okay.
I think it is chemistry. I don't
Okay,
know.
that one's just C.
Thank you for the 10 bits, Growl. That's a cute little heart.
We appreciate you,
Yes,
because
thank
you
you very
appreciate Kiki.
Oh, very nice.
2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom, so that one's 3. So that makes sense. And then what's on the bottom shelf?
We're doing good, Growl. Thanks for asking. We're just, getting through these puzzles, so glad you're doing well.
Carbon dioxide is just CO2, but that one's 3 as well.
Okay, so do you want to look at the note again real quick and compare your notes
Yeah.
with what? God damn it! I keep clicking on the thing instead of the box.
Yeah, can we look at that then?
Oh, whoa! Thanks for the 10 more. Really appreciate it, Growl. Very kind of you.
Thank you very much, Growltrap.
But that means that carbon dioxide is 3, and the ammonia is 4, and the ethanol is 9.
Okay.
They don't...
So your thought process is that the numbers are equal to the amount of atoms they have, right?
Right.
Do you just want... Okay, look, how many atoms does iron have?
Just 1.
How many atoms does salt have?
2.
How many atoms does water have?
3.
So it matches, right?
Right.
Have you considered it's maybe just a coincidence that it's 1, 2, 3?
Kiki, I don't know what else it's supposed to be.
Okay, well, do you wanna try putting your numbers into the thing and see if it works? At that point, we can move on. If that's not it, then at least we know it's not it, and we can move on to
Yeah,
a different
I guess
train of
let's
thought.
try that.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Okay, you can only enter 3 numbers. What numbers are we putting in?
Let's try... This is probably wrong, but let's try 349.
Okay. I'm glad you love the streams, Growl.
Okay.
That was it?
Oh, sick! Okay, I did not think that was gonna
Congratulations, Bea. You're officially a chemist.
I'm so smart. Okay.
Also, the digit root of 3 plus 9 is 7, just like the door we chose.
True.
Oh. All coming together. Okay, so we can... Oh, sorry. It's the right arm of the body. It's kind of creepy.
Okay, and then...
A heart. This thing is super creepy.
This ain't good for the heart.
Alright. Anything else you want to do in this room?
No, let's go put the body back together. I think that's probably everything.
Can we examine the... Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay, okay,
Gotta be
Clover.
faster, Yosh!
No, it's not. It's nothing in this room. We can do it later.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Clover nodded and left. Junpei was about to follow her when he realized that Seven wasn't following suit.
Hmm?
Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
He looked up at Junpei distractedly, then back down at the brown bottle he held cupped in his large hands.
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here.
In response, Seven tossed the bottle gently to Junpei. He caught it and twisted it around to read the label.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. It looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
Junpei looked up from the bottle.
You remember something?
Yeah.
Seven nodded slowly and spoke.
Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystal. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like... man, how do you say it?
You mean like it was infected with a virus or something?
Seven shook his head.
No, not like that. It spread like wildfire. It showed up in labs that were completely isolated from the rest of the world. It even started happening to crystals that were completely sealed up. It doesn't seem like it could have been a result of this stuff coming in contact with other samples.
Then...
well, I guess it was some sort of information. Like, the crystals were transmitting this information all across the world somehow.
What information?
How to make a new crystal. Someone had to tell this stuff how to do it, right? Like he just whispered to the EDT in the tank, hey, if you do this, you can take in water molecules.
Come on, man, that's just... I mean, who is this someone anyway?
Someone you can't see. Someone who exists all over the world.
You mean... like a god?
Or maybe the devil.
Seven grinned. As Junpei was trying to figure out what on earth he was going to say next, Clover's shrill voice pierced the room.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Oh.
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
Seven looked at Junpei.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
With that cryptic remark, he turned and left the room. Junpei was left behind to ponder what he just heard.
Information being transmitted invisibly. Could such a thing really happen?
Well, thinking about that crap isn't going to help me right now. We need to figure out how the hell to get out of here first.
He took a deep breath, tried to clear his mind, and followed after Seven. There's like 7 distinct points in this game when I get to it, I'm just like, God, I love this game so much, and that section's one of them. Okay, what we doing now, Bea?
I want to understand. Okay, let's go back to the table and put that girl back together.
Fatal said, that's not just Chekhov's gun,
no.
that's Chekhov's grenade launcher. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I was so distracted by Fatal's comment. Where did
Nope,
you wanna
you're
go to?
okay. Let's go put the body back together.
Okay.
And before we do that, can we
Yes.
examine the stomach one more time?
Okay.
Oh god.
Hey, that ain't a drum, kid.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay. Clover's just like do 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 do.
Okay, let's go put the body back together.
Okay, so we've collected the 6 part of the medical mannequin. So the ones we've got must be for Lucy, right?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Well, I say we give Lucy her parts back. Any objections?
No.
Agreed.
All right, let's get started.
I'm glad we
Combine.
had this really important dialogue moment.
Fatal says we have assembled the corpse parts. Now we can attain heaven.
Hey. Nothing happened.
That's odd.
Maybe it's the wrong weight?
Wait.
Yeah, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number.
How are we gonna do that?
I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John's.
Oh.
Let's give it a shot.
Operating instructions. The screen will display 2 medical mannequins. You can switch their body parts by selecting the part you want to switch out. Oh, it's not gonna...
Oh, so they probably have to be even.
Hold on. I'm gonna back out of this real quick. No dice. I think we knew the weight of each part.
Medical record? I think you wanted?
Yeah, did I miss it? Oh, the
Yes.
medical record. There it is. Okay. So this is the thing that we picked up in the room earlier.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There we go. So this shows you like the weight of each part. Unfortunately, it won't let us look at it when we are
No, that's okay.
in the thing, but
Okay. Can we go back to the actual weighing part?
yeah.
51 to 53.5, if that's what you're wondering.
So, can we switch their arms?
Okay.
And then their
Oh, I remember this. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, I'll be right back.
Can we
I-
switch
I-
their stomachs? Okay. And then I guess, can we just switch their... No, that's not enough yet. Can we switch their chest parts? And then, can we switch their hearts? Let me switch. We're trying to get his weight down, right?
I think that's what we want.
Or-
Yes, I could be wrong.
Okay. Let me switch their left legs.
The lady mannequin be thick.
And I guess the right one too, because it still needs to go up. Can we switch their hearts back?
There you go. Technically, all you needed to do was switch the heart and the arm, I think.
Oh.
But it works.
Well.
It works that way as well. It's just, one of those things that like it's cool because it's a little open ended. But you got it, so
So,
that's all that matters.
you need to switch everything except the heart.
Oh, except the
I
heart.
think.
That's what it is. Okay. It's been a hot minute since I've looked at that one.
That's okay.
You got it,
It
so that's all
worked
that
out.
matters. Yeah. Is Kay back yet?
Oh, Kayla, I think she left.
Okay. Yosh, you want to read for 7?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Junpei, I just heard something. It came from John's operating table. We better check it out.
I went the long way. God damn it. Huh?
I like to imagine Junpei's just like spinning in a little
Spinning
circle,
around.
like.
Hey, it opens. Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weight to what's on the chart. Got the Jupiter key. There's a mark engraved on this key.
I think it's the Jupiter symbol.
So I missed it, but tell me if I'm right. Everything except the heart was switched, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Goddamn Theseus ship bullshit.
We're not there yet. Okay. You wanna leave?
Yeah, I guess let's go to the other door.
Hey, hold on.
Junpei stopped about to put the key, about to put the key into the doorknob.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh?
Junpei turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, God damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Junpei left 7 at the door and headed back to the operating room. He found her standing next to the operating table. She was staring at the mannequin.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here.
She didn't respond. If she hadn't been standing up and breathing, Junpei might have thought she was dead.
What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John?
It wasn't the best joke, but it was something, an attempt to lighten the mood. Clover didn't laugh. She stood stock still and said nothing.
Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
Perhaps it was something he'd said, or perhaps it was something else. Suddenly, her mouth opened, and she whispered in a dry, dead voice.
My brother might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
Suddenly, the operating room felt very, very cold.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
He gave her a small shake, but she still didn't respond. The silence grew heavier.
Let's just get out of here. We've got the key. Let's use it. That cool with you?
Yeah.
Clover nodded almost imperceptibly. Still, Junpei was glad to see she was at least somewhat responsive.
Then it's time to go.
He put his hand on her shoulder and guided her to the preparation room. As they arrived at the door, she suddenly stopped.
I'm sorry.
What was this? Why was she apologizing? Junpei wasn't sure what to make of her. Was she emotionally unstable because her brother had gone missing?
I'm really sorry. Just forget everything I told you, okay? Don't worry about it. Really. I mean it.
How could anyone pretend not to hear something like that? But something told him this wasn't the time to press the issue. Junpei gave her the warmest, kindest smile he could imagine.
All right.
He could manage.
Thank you.
Her smile was weak. It was almost painful to watch.
Damn, what the hell took you guys so long?
7 looked up as they walked into the room, clearly irritated.
You playing doctor in there or something?
Maybe. Jealous?
7 avoided answering the question. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
All right, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Fine then.
He slid the key into the keyhole and turned it. He felt an unlock. The door opened with a soft, melancholy creak. Beyond it lay a simple white hallway. There was no fanfare or confetti. Obviously, there was no one there to applaud them. They simply walked through the door. That was it.
All right, let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Not really.
Junpei turned away from Seven and took his first step down the simple white hallway.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Clover had told him only a few minutes before that her brother was probably dead, and she was likely to follow him.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
Yay! You found it!
Yay!
Whew. Okay, this would be a good stopping point if we want to stop here, because it has been 2 hours. If you want to keep going for a little bit longer, we can. That's up to you guys.
I would love to, but I feel like maybe we leave it here just because it is like a natural stopping point.
That's fine by me if you want. That's cool by me. I am going to.
But I love this game so much.
It's so good.
I mean, does anyone have to leave? We can go. There's.
I mean, there's probably other stopping points coming up soon.
I'm trying to think of how long it is from now until the next decision.
I always misjudge the length too.
Yeah, I don't remember it being too long until the next stopping point, but I may be wrong.
There's.
God, this sound effect is bad. I thought maybe if I got to the save screen, it would turn off the walking sound effect, but it did not. I don't.
This is like Justin's soundboard with the crickets.
Yes. We can keep going for a little bit longer if you want.
I could probably go for like maybe 20 more minutes.
Okay, we'll see where we get at there.
Okay.
They left the operating room. The hallway took them around several corners and past several doors, but they were all locked.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
Walking. Yes, Floor. Lots of walking.
How about that one?
The final door was hidden in a corner of the hall.
May as well give it a try.
Junpei grabbed the handle. As he made to push it open, a voice stopped him. The voice came from behind him and belonged to neither Seven nor Clover.
Jumpy!
Huh?
He spun around.
Thought it was gonna be Snake. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, disappointed. He saw someone running toward him from the other end of the hallway. There were 3 people coming towards Junpei and his companions.
June? And Santa? And Lotus too?
It somehow sounds more like a horse than people. It does. It's not a very good sound effect. I don't think it's a very good sound effect at all. They pulled up short in front of Junpei, breathing hard.
Whoa! What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Before he could finish, Clover spoke.
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
She was standing near the end of a small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as to what she'd found.
Look on the wall here.
There was something on the wall at the end of the hallway.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7 and door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
In fact...
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
I see.
Junpei looked at the map of the ship's interior again.
Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
As he looked more closely, his surprise and excitement gave way to weariness.
You've got to be kidding me.
One by one, the others saw what he'd seen.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
They moved, as one, for the door.
Almost forgot. We should keep this.
He pulled the map of the ship's interior off of the wall.
Oh, thank God.
Put it in his pocket and followed the others. The 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke, without looking back at the other 5.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
Slowly, all 5 nodded their silent assent. With a deep breath, Santa threw open the door. They poured through the doorway and into the room. Even without looking around, each one of them knew where they were.
Knew it.
They were just where the map had said they would be.
We're back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
He looked like anyone might after only just waking up, but it seemed that his brain was working as well as ever. He had managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's report.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Ace shook his head with a rueful smile.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
Seven
Anyway, I
smiled.
say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
Oh, the solar system keys. We found a couple more in the laboratory and the kitchen. Here, the Earth key and the Saturn key card.
And with that, she pressed them into Junpei's hand. The metal key had the Earth symbol on it, and the key card had the Saturn symbol on it.
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah. On it.
Junpei felt slightly less than honored.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Earth key that Lotus just gave me. And the Saturn key card that Lotus said was in the kitchen.
Junpei tucked the new keys into his pocket. June spoke up.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait!
They were the first words anyone had heard out of Clover in quite some time. Her face suggested they weren't going to be very happy words.
What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
There were tears in her eyes, but she glared at Seven as hard as she could, just the same. She looked very much like a frightened puppy. There wasn't a man alive who could have resisted those eyes. Seven looked everywhere in the room except at Clover and muttered and coughed apologies under his breath.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Clover nodded once. The next person to speak was Ace.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me?
Junpei did the calculations quickly in his head. 4 plus 1 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. It looked like 7 was doing them too. At last, he gave up.
Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
Alright, let's get moving.
And so it was decided that Clover, Ace, and 7 would discover what lay beyond door 3.
Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
7 nodded, as if this answer made much more sense, and pulled the lever on the red.
Okay, we're off.
The door opened, and Ace, Clover, and 7 jumped through it. 6, 7, 8. After exactly 9 seconds, the door closed noisily.
All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Get moving?
Where are we going?
Everyone except Lotus seemed rather confused.
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
They were at the end of the hallway, lined by individual hospital rooms.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Junpei pulled the Jupiter key out of his pocket and slid it into the keyhole. He twisted. With a nice, sharp click, he felt the door unlock. Junpei sucked in a breath, held it, and opened the door as quietly as he could. Inside was exactly what he expected to see from the map of the ship's interior. They were in a tremendous hall, almost like a ballroom, with a massive central staircase.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Do you have thoughts, Bea?
I mean, there must be a reason, so...
Okay.
Let's say, of
Of course
course,
there's
there's
a
a reason.
Okay.
Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
Junpei pulled two things out of his pockets.
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Santa cocked his head to one side like an inquisitive bird and looked at them. After several long moments, during which it became apparent that Santa had no idea what the cards meant, June took pity on him.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yes, that's right.
June smiled, pleased with herself. So did Santa.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into two teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you two can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key.
Junpei handed the Earth key to Santa. They decided that their initial search should be brief.
We have no idea what's on the other side of these, so don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
Plan decided, the two teams split it up. I didn't notice that before. Junpei and June headed for the elevators.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card.
A light on the upper left corner blinked to life.
Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right, now how do I call the elevator?
There was a single button to the right of the elevator door.
Oh, it only has the upside down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
The door slid shut, and they heard the grinding of the motor as the elevator car moved down.
It opened! Look, Jumpy!
June's voice was excited, but Junpei could hear a tinge of anxiety.
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
He grinned at June and stepped toward the open door. As he was about to set foot in it, he felt a hand on his arm.
Wait!
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
Junpei was at something of a loss. What could she possibly be so frightened of? June was probably afraid of being locked up alone with the boy, or the fact that they could only go down.
Probably that they could only go down.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Since there's
Are you
one-
sure? Are you sure that's it? How sure on a scale of 1 to 10 are you that it's it?
Well, they're friends. I don't know. Why would she be freaked out to be with him? They're friends.
I mean, that's okay. If that's what you think it is, that's fine. I just wanted to ask. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
I will
But
say,
are you
you like
sure?
want me to click the other one.
I will say, we're gonna have to go back through this at some point to get all the endings, so we can always try whatever you don't pick. And that goes for
have
other
one
things
clear,
too.
I have one clear choice. I will pick here.
What's that, Yosh?
The first one.
I'm just gonna say, one of these we're only gonna do once, and then every other time we have to go through this, we're gonna do the other one, because 1, it's shorter, and 2, I'm not putting us through it. But it's up to you, whichever one you want to choose.
Okay, do the first one.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh
we
my
are sure.
God. Okay.
we are sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. After a little thought, Junpei decided that she had to be nervous about being locked up in such a small space alone with a boy.
Well, we will be all alone in here.
In a way, it was kind of cute. Very demure, you could say, he thought. Still, even though it wasn't exactly roomy in the elevator, they weren't going to be pressed up against one another. At least they didn't have to be. Still, it was making her nervous. Junpei couldn't help but think how innocent she was.
Jumpy?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Come on, let's go.
Again, he stepped toward the elevator. And again, he felt himself restrained.
I said wait a minute.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Jumpy?
Afraid of what?
Well, I've never, you know.
It's your first time?
She'd never been in an elevator with a man alone before? Even so, she still seemed awfully alarmed.
I might get wet. Down there. I'd get soaking wet.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
That's true. You don't mind?
Mind what?
Getting wet.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd probably, like it.
Floor, you're not wrong.
Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing, you know? What happens,
Gosh.
right? I mean, if you get the chance, you just gotta go for it. That's what a man is supposed to do, I guess.
You're so cool, Jumpy. I really admire you.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes, so I don't think I'll be able to last very long. And then it'll be over.
Over?
Yes, I'll go to heaven.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who experienced it.
Yes, I've heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys.
What?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally.
Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it. Eventually.
What are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
Oh, is that so?
Then it's only natural? Is that what's natural for living beings? Perhaps he'd been mistaken all these years. Had he misunderstood life so gravely? The thought terrified him. June seemed to be entirely oblivious to Junpei's mounting confusion and terror.
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs. Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling as you pass out. Huh.
Oh.
Uchikoshi, why are you like this?
I know, God. Finally, Junpei understood. He understood what June was trying to say and why she was so scared.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
She was afraid that the only elevator button pointed down. That meant, of course, that the elevator couldn't go any higher than the floor they were on. As he thought about it, Junpei realized he hadn't seen elevators on the A or B decks near the central staircase. All of which meant that the elevator could only convey them to the lower decks.
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater. An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey,
See,
wait
that's
a minute.
a much better choice, don't you agree?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Bea. We're never doing that again, so don't worry about it. Unfortunately, it is a rite of passage to go through that scene, but that's it. Now you've gotten it. Ripped the band-aid off, gotten it over with. Yeah, Floor, totally the worst. Fatal, I'm still not sure why you think June's creepy. She's my favorite. Well, her and Clover are my favorite characters. I don't
Okay.
I don't get where you're picking up the creepy vibes.
I was literally about to say earlier, you can tell that this isn't an American game because they don't try to like shoehorn in like a weird sex.
Oh yeah. No, okay, Uchikoshi games, I love Uchikoshi a lot. All of his games are like just a little horny at the minimum. Most of his games are worse than this. Really, that's the only scene in this game that like is a problem. All of the other games are worse than this, but it's not great.
I wouldn't say the only scene.
Okay, maybe I'm not remembering the other ones. I don't know. Yeah, Mike, the scene isn't the best example. Nope, you're holding it for 30 right now. That's impressive, Nope. Also, thank you for the wow. Yeah, Mike, June is great. I love June. You've muted the scene, Floor. I don't blame you. It should be over now though, so you should be good. I've seen too much.
I wrote what I meant in the channel.
Okay, I'll look at it in just a minute. I've seen too much yandere stuff, and she's putting up a lot of red flags for me. Really? I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen enough yandere stuff, but I don't know. I love June. She's my favorite character. She gets a lot of hate because of like how she is, but I love her. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. Did I just forget that? Maybe, or maybe I willingly forget it. I failed the 30-second
Probably.
mark? No. Well, at least you got to the 30 seconds. Flora, yeah, she just seems sweet. I really like June. I think she's really sweet. As a relatively naive brown-haired girl who just wants the best for people, I really relate to her a lot. I mean, talking about drowning like that certainly isn't helping. I guess that's fair. Everybody in this game has weird stuff that they info dump on, so don't judge her too harshly. Anyways.
This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside.
Junpei jerked his head toward the interior of the elevator.
It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
She looked around the elevator, slightly embarrassed.
Well, let's test it.
Test it?
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
He pushed the E button and jumped out of the elevator. The door slid shut, and they heard the grinding of the motor as the elevator car moved down.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again.
A few moments later, the elevator returned.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen. See?
Junpei couldn't resist puffing out his chest just a little bit. June, however, still looked confused.
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E-deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured.
Okay, no worries, Mike. We're gonna wrap up pretty soon anyway, so you're not gonna be missing much. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Here, let me show you.
He pulled out his notebook and pen and sketched out a rough illustration.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk? The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Junpei continued talking as he closed the notebook and slipped it back into his pocket.
So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, alright?
Thanks, Mike.
But...
Come on, just do it, alright?
He gave June's shoulder a reassuring squeeze, then hopped onto the elevator. So we'll be coming to kind of a stopping point here in just a minute, so we'll get through this and then we'll end it.
Okay.
He pushed the E button and the door began to close. June looked worried, her eyes darting back and forth as if she was trying to make a decision, when suddenly...
I'm coming with you!
Huh?
At the last possible moment, June dashed forward, turning sideways just in time to slip through the gap between the closing doors.
Hey, wait!
Junpei jammed his finger against the open button, but it was too late.
Oh, crap. It closed.
The door had shut. He and June were in the elevator, and it was headed down to E-Deck. He was so surprised by June that he didn't even have time to think about what awaited him on the E-Deck.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
The elevator stopped, and the door slid open. They tentatively stepped out and looked around.
It looks normal.
No fish going about their fishy business or jellyfish floating lazily through the water. There was, however, a blowfish, or at least something that looked very much like one. June's cheeks were puffed out, and her mouth a tiny, intense frown.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
June looked around nervously, then exhaled.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
Junpei thought about that for a moment.
Well, we'd probably get really wet up there.
Huh?
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then.
Junpei glanced around the room they'd found themselves in. The first thing he noticed was a set of thick iron bars. They ran the length of the room, separating the left elevator from the right one.
Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe.
In the corner of the room that housed the elevators, Junpei found an opening.
Well,
he walked up to it and stuck his head around the corner.
it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
Let's check.
Junpei and June set off down the hallway at a brisk clip, somewhere between a run and a jog. Before long, they found themselves in front of the door. On it was a number written in bright red paint. 6.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door.
And indeed, there was a red bolted to the wall right next to the door.
But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Junpei and June turned and headed back to C-Deck.
Wait, what's this?
On their way back, Junpei noticed a map on the wall.
Is this the map for E-Deck? I should take it with me.
Okay, I think that's a good spot to
So you guys found door 1.
to leave it off at. We've started
Okay.
tonight, and yeah. So, what are your thoughts on it so far?
I don't know. I thought. Okay, I definitely think that one of them is Zero, though.
Okay. Do you have a thought on who it would be if that's the case, or do you just think it's one of them?
I think right now I just think it's one of them, but
Okay.
because I don't know, every time that I feel like I'm like, ooh, they're like acting sketchy, I'm like, well, everybody's acting sketchy, and like everybody has weird things to info dump about, so like I think that's more just like the nature of the game.
That is true. Yeah.
But I don't know.
May I ask, what is it? Why do you think that? I'm not judging you or anything like that. This is probably going to come across that way. But what is your reasoning for thinking that
No.
somebody here is Zero?
Honestly, it has more to do with just like having a hunch about like just like the way that the story's written than like anyone's behavior. But I guess there was a point too, like I think in the first time we played, where somebody said something about
Oh, I think it cut out.
and I don't know, I guess we just haven't like seen like cameras or microphones or anything, and so to me I feel like it makes more sense that he would just be there with them, but I guess I don't know.
Okay, no, I think that makes sense.
No, that's
Yeah, no, I think that's
I
solid
don't know.
reasoning. No, yeah, no, I like it. I think that makes a lot of sense. So, it sounds like you're really like analyzing and thinking about stuff. So, that's good. I'm glad. Do you have
Okay.
any specific theories about anybody at this time, or?
Well, right now I don't think that Snake is dead.
Okay.
There's no body, no crime.
That's a good
And-
philosophy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think like I'm hoping that like 7 will get his memories back before the end of the game. Because I'm hoping that at least like I don't know. I feel like it would be helpful if he knew something about himself. I don't know. I'm just like at this point I'm just like really distrustful of pretty much everybody. And
Is there anyone you do trust?
I mean, I guess I trust Junpei, but I don't know if he's a reliable narrator or not. But right now, I trust the character that we're playing. I don't know. I mean, I maybe trust 7 a little bit.
Okay.
But I also feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't really trust anybody at this point because I feel like if the game has let you trust anybody, then it's like that's like a red flag. I don't know.
That's fair. I mean, I think that's good because the game's kind of doing a good job because everybody, everybody's got their flaws and all these characters are very well realized. So if you're not getting like both sides of everybody in this, then that probably means it's not doing a good job. So. Were you gonna say something, Yosh?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I guess I was wondering who's your favorite character by now? If you have one.
Yeah. Or if it's changed from like I know you previously had said you liked like 7 and Ace. I think is your mic shorting out? I can see your bubble popping up, but Hello, Bea?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Was it coming through or
No, I could only hear you a little bit. Sorry.
Yosh asked if you had a favorite character or if it's changed at all since like the last time you'd mentioned that you kind of liked some people.
Well, I still like Snake even though he's not here. I mean, honestly, at this point, I feel like the only character I don't really like is Lotus. Everybody else still seems like pretty cool and pretty interesting.
Okay.
But I feel like she's just being a little too cavalier about everything. And that just makes me dislike her a little bit. Because I feel like even like Santa was a little bit like, oh, I don't like the idea of leaving someone behind, but I guess you're right, so let's do it. Whereas she's just like, well, someone's gonna die, so let's just pick real quick. And like when everyone was like, we don't want to do that, she's like, well, I don't know why not. And you're just like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's good reasoning.
But I suppose we'll find out.
Right. Floor said, don't we all have something strange to info up about? True. If you ever wanted a collection of like pointed to a game that's like literally nothing but a collection of like neurotypical people, you could just point to literally any Zeroscape game and it's just like what happens if you have a bunch of like neurotypical people in a room. Oh, sorry, not neurotypical. Neurodivergent people in a room together. Like that's just a perfect example of it because literally every single game, every single person has something that they're just go on a tangent about 100%. But that's okay, we respect that. Cool. Well, any last thoughts so far before we hop off?
Well, I hope they find Snake, but also I'm excited to find out who the Snake is. Ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Hi, Paracat. It's been so long since I've played this game that I can't remember who any of the characters are. Yeah, so we're not terribly far into it. This is Bea's first run. She's picked door 5 and door 7. We just got out of door 7 and we found the first of the third set of numbered doors. And so we haven't even gotten to our first ending yet. So we're still fairly early on. So, yeah. But we're making for pretty good progress, I think. We've gotten through... Technically, we've gotten through 3 escape rooms because of the opening one, so...
I mean, there were 2 rooms at one point.
Well... I mean... Technically, I just kind of grouped them into the same one.
But they are 2 different rooms. There's a hallway connecting them.
Okay, I'm not getting into the hallway discourse again.
There's a hallway connecting them.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, Floor, it's very funny.
I can't
This-
tell you how much that hallway just annoys me.
This
Why is
episode
it
is just gonna
there?
be hallways.
Why is it there? No.
I
titling
already
this
told you to connect one room to another room.
I'm
That's
titling
what
this
hallways are
episode.
for.
I'm titling this episode "Hallway Discourse" when I put it on YouTube. I'm sure that'll confuse everybody. Floor said, "I just realized how ironic it is that Snake is named after Snake Eyes." Yes, it's like, excuse me, it's like a quadruple like pun or whatever. I don't know how you would put it. There's so many layers to it. It's great. Anyways, any other thoughts, Bea?
I'll probably have more thoughts after I have like some time to sit and be like,
Okay.
oh dang it, I was thinking about, because like right now I'm just like, what is happening? Like they found another door. There's a secret floor that they haven't been to yet. What's behind the earth door? What's gonna be behind door 3? Because I'm sure they're not gonna find Snake there. I'm sure they're gonna find another stupid space key. And I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just excited to see how all the like complicated mystery stuff becomes like very simple revelations, I guess. But
No, that's fair. Yeah, no, that's
I'm
cool.
excited.
I'm glad you're enjoying it still.
I will always enjoy this. This is so much fun.
It's cool. I'm very glad, and I can't wait to get our first ending. So, I think I have an idea of where it may be going, but we still have like one big choice that matters. So we'll see how we get there.
Okay.
So. But anyways,
Okay.
thanks to everybody who joined us today. I hope you had a great time, especially those of you who are not necessarily familiar with Zero Escape. I hope you're having a good time. I don't know for sure if I will be streaming on Thursday or Tuesday or not, because I'm getting my second 5G dose, so keep an eye on that. But right now we're gonna go raid K because they're about to go stream some Kingdom Hearts. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Is anyone staying or is everyone bouncing? Because this is usually the time when everyone leaves.
Yeah,
I
leave.
Yeah, I actually have to leave. I have to go get I have to go bake